Hey legacy builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm trying to quickly close out the second budget by paycheck for the month of May, and I'm going to switch the view to my calendar first because we're working with no sunlight. It's gray and rainy, but I'm still going to do my paycheck budget and I'm still going to share it with you. On the 17th, not the 17th, on the 10th, we got paid and we budgeted for $11.20. If you were here and you saw that when I closed out my first budget, I set up the second one. So that's what we're working with. We did pay electricity bill, and I don't think there was nothing else that we had to do this week except for pay for Geico. That was hit our credit card last week. So that's all we're going to take care of. After I finish closing out this budget, I'm going to go ahead and set up a budget for next week because we have 3 bills due and 1 giving, a charitable donation. So we have to take care of all of that next week, which is already telling me based on my calendar that we're not going to have a big debt snowball. But again, if you weren't here before, this is what my focus is for the month, paying off all of these individual charges from December of last year so we can get rid of the debt as fast as possible. So we did make a debt payment in the second week. I don't know how much is, the debt snowball is going to be in week 3, but we're still going to try our best to get this down. We have 5 paychecks this month, so even if the third paycheck doesn't have a big debt snowball, we still have time to get it done. I want to check on my list of things to do this month. The second item on the list was to open a 529 for my daughter, and we did that. So I'm going to put a check mark there. We're still working on earning an additional $500. We're going to keep working on it. And if you have a goal to earn extra income this month in any way, I hope and pray that it happens for you. So let me go ahead and flip to the budget by paycheck. You know what? Even before then, I do need to update my expense tracker for the operating account. Let me find my pen. I'm using this Bic Gelocity pen again this week. So last week we had $266.92 in there. Let me log into my account and see what happened up until that point. I think that was the 30th of April. Now the bank actually, the deposits hit a little bit faster. So, 2 days earlier, 11.20. That's how much we got paid. So I'm going to put that in here. This was as of May 3rd for that paycheck. Deposit $1,120. And so 1,120 plus 266.92 was $13.86.92. Okay, so $13.86.92, and then I started making money moves and transferring money and doing all of that good stuff for the 9th. And so I'm not going to let you sit through that, obviously, and you can choose to fast forward, but I am going to fill out the rest of the transfers. 2 transfers. I'm thinking it should be Robinhood and Fidelity. So Robinhood is taking out $25 once every week, and that's automatic. I'm going to label that transaction type a transfer, and that is investing, so $25. And then Fidelity, I believe they took out $25 also. So the actual was $1,120, just like we planned. And Proverbs 19:15 is the prop priority. Laziness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle man will suffer hunger. 10% tithe is $112. That's it for this week. And then our investing is again automatic. 25 to Fidelity, the IRA, and 25 to Robinhood for a total of $50. Then we have cash expenses, so laundry, the 100 envelope challenge, a scratch off that I'm doing for Mother's Day, and Life of a Pig, that book by from Snow Gardener 307. So $125 in cash, and then bills/expenses. So we put aside a fourth of the rent each week. That's $300. Geico, was $82.67. Debt payment was budgeted at $250, and we paid $244.39. And that was done. Paid that already. So my total for bills and expenses is $300 plus $82.67 plus $244.39, $627.06. And I don't think I did. Yeah, that's it for bills. Then we have savings. So our household account got $30 added to it. Food account got $60 added to it, and miscellaneous got $50, which I think is what we budgeted for the month. Oh no. We budgeted $33. Okay, so that's more than satisfied for the month. And then this is the same, $140 for savings. Then purpose funds, transportation, I believe I sent $15. Yeah, $15 went to transportation. Wellness got $5 as we planned. Gifts got $25. Okay, I was just asking myself in my head, why did we only give $15 to transportation when it's really expensive? And the reason why is because teacher appreciation was this week. We needed to add money to it to pay back for the gifts we bought. And then Mother's Day is coming up, so we need to have extra for that. So $60, like budgeted, went to purpose funds. I sent money to the Zero Out Challenge because we had an additional $5.94 left over. So I sent it. I just saved it there. I normally would add it to the cushion or leave it behind as a cushion, but we didn't need to do that this week. I just wanted to add some money to it. Okay, so this should be a zero-based budget. We had 112 plus 50 plus 125 plus 627.06. Nope, 627.06. Then $140. Then $60. Then $5.94. That's $11.20. Okay. So boom, we have a zero-based budget, $0 left to budget with. Our percentages is pretty much the same. 10%. It should be 10%. 11.20. No. What am I doing? 112 divided into 11.20. Yeah, 10%. Exactly. 10% was given. Savings is the 140 plus the 60, so that's 200. Oh, and okay, 200 plus 594 divided into 1120 multiplied by 100 is 18.3 or 18.4 was saved this week. Investing was 5%. No, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, 50 divided into 1120 almost is under 4. I would give it 5, but it's not. It's 4.5%. Ah! Okay. Okay, that's our zero-based budget. So we sent $112 to our tithe and give account. $50 is automatically invested each week. I did pull out $125 in cash. I am going to stuff this on camera for Tasha's Money and Stuff. I'll link it up here if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen the channel, this is where I'll do all the savings challenges in cash. Rent, we did that, $82.67, paid that back, paid our debt of $244.39, and we saved everywhere else we needed to. I'm just putting check marks to remind myself I did close out this budget successfully. I gave every single one of these dollars an assignment, and I'm trying my best not to be lazy, to be focused and diligent and focusing on one thing at a time and getting it done. Okay, so that's it for paycheck number 2. I'm going to update my expense tracker and make sure it matches my online statement, and then I will be right back. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. now that it's updated, we're all set. We know what we're working with for our next paycheck. Before I move on to set up the next paycheck, I'm going to write in, no, I think I did everything. For miscellaneous, I'm not going to add anything to that for the rest of this month. So I'm going to just see what we deposited was $15.67 in week 1, and then $50 in week 2. That's $65.67 for the month, just for those things that come up you didn't expect to happen. Okay, and that's it. All right, so let me go ahead and budget for the third paycheck, which is going to be $517. Paycheck number 3. Let's zoom in. We're going to plan for $1,000 even. So that's a zero-based budget. Top priority is Proverbs 19:17. He who is gracious to a poor man lends to the Lord. 10% is always given, and 2 giving opportunities this week. So a tenth, which is a tithe, we're going to plan for 100, and then we have Safe Horizon is expected to hit the credit card, and that's a $25 monthly donation for a total of $125 for giving. Investing is the same. Nothing's changing there for right now. So that's $25 for Fidelity and $25 for Robinhood, a total of $50 invested. Cash expenses is going to be the same. We have laundry, because we need to do that each week. The plan is $30. Then we have the 100 envelope challenge, $60. Oh, yeah, okay. And then scratch off, $20. That's what I did the last week. And then Life of a Pig. It's all about savings challenges right now to get us to where we need to be and get our kids saved up, because summer is coming. We need to have extra cash on hand. $125. Bills/expenses. We got quite a bit. So we have a portion of the rent. That's $3. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did add it. I almost thought I forgot to include it in my pre-plan. So a fourth of the rent is $300. We have our cell phone bill. It has to be paid back. $93. Spectrum. That's $87. And then life insurance number 1. That's $33 budgeted. And then our debt payment. Our debt snowball is low. Oh my gosh, $47. But we have bills to pay, so we gotta do it. $87, $33, and $47 for a debt snowball. That's a total of $560 for bills and expenses this week. In the third week, savings. We're gonna do the same thing. Household. We're gonna add $30 to our household fund. To the food fund, we're gonna add $60. And that's it. Yeah, so that's $90 into savings. And for transportation, I don't think we're gonna need to add some money to gifts again, because we have a birthday this week. So, and maybe she's hungry. Let's make a. All right. You're welcome, baby. Transportation, gifts. What's the top priority? Clothing. Summer's coming and these boys are growing out of their clothes so fast. And then wellness for vitamins, supplements, things like that. Medicine if need be. And last week I did just those 4. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So we have $50 I'm going to put $20 into transportation. I'm going to put $15 into gifts to add to that. And then 10 into clothing to add to that. And 5 into wellness to add to that. So that's our $50 for the savings. Nothing other. I think I have a zero-based budget. Let me check and make sure I did it right this time. $1,000 minus $125 for giving, $50 for investing, $125 in cash, $560 towards bills and debt, $90 in savings, $50 for those purpose funds. Those things we need every single week. So that's it. Zero-based budget. $1,000 expenses or income and $1,000 expenses. That's how you do a zero-based budget. And I am finished. I think we are not reaching our goal. $1,000 towards debt. $196 in the first week. What did we do? $244 in the second week, and then we're planning $47. That's low. We're like less than halfway there, but we have 2 more checks in the month. So let's believe God for an increase. Okay. If you stuck it out to the end with me, I appreciate you. I don't think we have any other bills that have come out yet, so I'll update that next week. And I thank you so much for being here for as long as you were. Let me go and highlight the debt we paid back this week, in week 2. So every single week, I'm attacking it line by line, going back and seeing what did we charge and how can we pay it back. $81.86 was paid back this week. That $37.46, $21.73. $42.12, $16.54, $25.66, and $19.02. Even those little small charges, they start to add up. So it's still motivating for me, for the way my brain works, to see that these things are being taken care of. So everything that's highlighted so far is coming out. We only have $47 budgeted for next week. So 47 minus this charge, minus this charge, minus 22.60. I don't know what that was. If you heard it, I'll go and see, but I don't know. It came from outside. So we have $861 left, and we'll try to, what I'll probably do, because I hate to have that much left over and not put it towards something. I might just put it towards this $12.27 charge from December, and then take the rest from whatever's left over in the account, because we got to get this done. It's weighing on my heart. It's too much debt. But thank you for being here for as long as you were. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Continue to mind your money, you guys. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.